Sporting 22 Promotions in association with Keenan Power Promotions. And today's sponsors, Applied Nutrition, Treadstone Security, and Water Group, proud to present 4 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control and inspectors Margaret and Brian Scotland. Our timekeeper below will be on roster, and our referee in charge and scoring the contest is Aaron Stuyvesant. Now let's welcome both fighters first, boxing out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears the black shorts trimmed with silver and blue. He weighs in 10 stone and 8 ounces, taking part in this 14th contest from Tilford, Dean Jones! And please welcome to the moment, boxing out of the red corner. Tonight, he wears the black shorts. He weighs in 10 stone, 6 pounds and 3 ounces. An excellent professional record of 9 wins, only 1 defeat, 1 win by way of knockout from Oakland, Reece MacMillan!
So Jamal Nyers joined by Tasha Jonas here with Reece MacMillan versus Dean Jones next. Reece has got a good crowd with him. How important is that for a fight at this level, Tasha?
It's always good to have a good crowd and to get you in the mood and in the attitude for performance. So we'll see how it gets on.
And Reece has competed once already this year. He's got a record of 9 wins and only 1 loss. How important is it to have experienced defeat so early and bounce back with a strong winning streak like Reece has?
I think you probably learn more from your defeats than you do from your wins. You think everything's going right when you win.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
He'll go back to the gym and he'll work on stuff. I was watching some of his stuff a little bit earlier,
yeah.
And he's doing right. He's got a good shot selection, and he works well with it behind his jab.
And he's fought on some big stages already. He's fought on Hughie Fury's undercard last year on the Hennessy show on Channel 5. Again, brilliant experience for him at that stage of his career.
Yeah, you're there performing in front of a big crowd, and you're taking the atmosphere, like we were saying, when the crowd's all here for him today. You know, it gives you an extra 6, like the 6th man.
Yeah. And looks quite comfortable in there so far. He's definitely dominating the pace of the fight.
Yeah, he's choosing his shots well, working behind his jab, doing a little feint. There you go, step round, lovely little step round.
Switching it up with the head and the body as well.
He's working well. Good head movement, good body shots, working up and down.
What would be going through Dean's mind at the moment? I know he's on the opposite side of the coin in terms of what he wants to achieve in the sport, what Reece wants to achieve. But how would you think he is approaching this fight mentally?
You know, I think he knows he's the underdog. Looking at his record, he's only won 1 of his last outings, but I've seen on his box rec that he hasn't been stopped, so he is a drawable. He will stay in there. So MacMillan will be doing well to get him out of there.
And that's obviously going to be a notch under Reece's belt if he can get a stoppage win over someone as durable as Dean as well.
Oh, it's always good to get a stoppage when someone's never been stopped before.
And just looking at Reece's record, he hasn't had a stoppage win since his first fight back in 2016, so that might be on his mind as well.
Yeah, he's not. From his record, you wouldn't say that he was a power puncher just from that record.
Yeah.
But and Jones is quite durable as well, so it could turn out to be a good long fight in the long run. But he's using his jab and his backhand hook really well. He's switching it up and down from the head to the body, and a lot of head movement. So he's doing really well. He's performing really well.
And like Danny, who's just fought and opened the show, Kieran's tried to get Reece as active as possible, fighting 3 to 4 times a year. Again, that's got to be brilliant for his progression as a fighter at such a young age as well.
Yeah, he's just had a brilliant first round, comfortably won that. But yeah, being active is very important, you know, especially if you're on a roll of wins, that you've got to keep that momentum going and, you know, learn from every fight that you have and keep moving, keep progressing, but also show that you're learning something different each time.
What do you think the message is to Reece and Dean as well, for that matter of fact, in between rounds right now?
to be fair, Dean is covering up well.
Yeah.
He's retaining shots well. But for Reece, it's just keep doing what you're doing. You know, keep breaking him down. He is going to be tough. He's going to stay there. He is going to be durable, and you've just got to work ways, and he's doing that by going to the head, setting up to the body, and switching the attack, changing the angles. So you know he's doing his best, and he's just got to wait for the shot to come.
How important is it for Reece to stay composed? Obviously, he's looked very composed at this point, but the louder the crowd gets and the more the fight progresses, he may slightly get ahead of himself and fight on aggression.
I think that comes with experience. You know, he's had 14. He's not inexperienced now with 14. It was a 14. Sorry, 10. He's not inexperienced with 10 bouts under his belt, but the occasions sometimes can get to you. But he's performing well. He's not.
Definitely a difference in speed here as well. Reece showing his fast hands.
See, with Jones, he's trying to counter and return with one shot. Maybe if you try and
switch up with some combinations,
throw a few more shots.
Yeah. He's telegraphing his shots a bit, isn't he?
Yeah. He's just waiting for a one return shot. When maybe if he threw a few more shots, that it worked for him better.
He's not giving Reece massive amounts to think about at the moment, is he?
Yeah, MacMillan was, I said before, in round one, he's was using his jab and right hook. Now he's putting an extra left hook on the end of that and making it an extra shot. And so he's switching it to the head and the body. You know, he's working well. If he could change the angle, maybe move his head a little bit before and after the shot.
He probably landed the cleanest punch of the fight from his perspective just then with a jab.
It's definitely something that he must have seen and worked on.
Yeah.
He's guard down. I should just heard someone in the crowd saying to bring his guard down. So it's obviously he's hoping that it, you know, as the rounds go on, the effects of that will tell and he can land on a different shot, or do what he's doing and land a third shot.
Both guys are taking the shots on the gloves quite well, to be fair, though. There's not been massive amounts of clean punches.
They're defending well. Both of them have said that from Jones from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's all about, he's going to be the type of fighter you have to...
Well, let's come back.
Yeah, he's going to be the type of fighter that you have to break down, and, you know, that'll come with the rounds. But the stuff that he's doing now, you know, the shots that aren't hitting now will be hitting in the later rounds. So, and he's just nice few uppercuts there.
He can take confidence in the fact that he is standing there toe to toe. He's not sitting back and just taking punches. He's trying to answer everything that Reece is throwing at him.
Yeah, he's tucking up really well, to be fair to him. But as I said, he needs more than just, he's just throwing a left hook as a counter. You've just seen him add a backhand there to try and prove me wrong.
Yeah.
But he, you know, more than one shot would work well for Jones. But Reece isn't letting him. He's putting on the pressure. And he's a good second round.
Another clear round for Reece there.
Yeah, he's working hard. He's going through the shot selection. He's adding a third shot, and let's see what he brings out for round 3.
Like you said, if Dean can somehow switch up to the body as well, I think that's his only opportunity at success, really. He landed a nice body shot midway through that second round.
Yeah, he countered. He keeps on countering with the left hook. And the one time he did land, it was a backhand that he threw after the left hook.
Yeah.
So if you can throw more than one shot, you might have more success. But he's trying to, you know, there's a thing in boxing whether you throw 300 shots and only land 100, or do you throw 100 shots and land 75.
Yeah. So
he's shortening what he's doing by just trying to land that one shot. You know, if he throws combinations or a few more punches and bunches, then he might be a bit more successful. But at the same time, Reece isn't letting him, so...
Both men fighting to command the centre of the ring there.
the centre of the ring is so important.
Yeah.
You know, he's working off his jab. He's not letting him push him back. He's got his ring awareness. He went back a little bit to the ropes there. He spun himself around. He's back in the centre, and now once you've got that, he's moving back to the centre of the ring. Once you've got that centre, you can
dictate the pace of the fight.
Yeah, you can dictate what you're doing and where you're going. Once you push the person, your opponent back, they've only got so many places they can go, and you're setting them up for the shot that you want. You're putting them in places where you want to be. It's a bit like a chess move.
Little pockets of exchanges in this fight as well. I think that's something Reece has got to be wary of as well, because Dean has landed some shots in the pocket as well. Just
some of his most successful shots has been his bent arm shot, so Jones doesn't want to be standing there too long absorbing them, because like I said, it's all right taking them in the first few rounds, but in the later rounds they start to tell.
great body shot there from Reece as well.
You can hear the corner shouting uppercut is
another
bent arm shot to add on to that hook that he's been throwing and being very successful with. And Jones just come back. So
see, Dean's left arm is quite red as well. Obviously, he's took a lot of the shots on that arm. Shows he's tucking up well, isn't it?
Yeah, he's tucking up really well. He's coming into his, I suppose, his zone a bit more now. It's a bit more, getting a bit more a bent arm range. Some good uppercuts throwing in there. If he could just change the angle and move from a different position.
He needs to stay away from those ropes because he has no answer on the ropes. He's getting smothered.
Tap to head, then to the body.
So Jones knows that those headshots are coming, so he's just tucking up.
Yeah.
If he could swing them round and change the angle, he pose a different threat, but he's standing in front of him trying to throw a bent arm shot, and also Jones is doing is just tucking up.
There you go.
And occasionally leaning on him, so he's spoiling him a little bit. He just needs to do what he's doing in the first couple of rounds and give himself that space to use them long levers that he's got.
Supporting crowd seems quite pleased with Reece's performance so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's clearly won every round that we've seen. That round was a little bit scrappier than the other two. You know, he was a lot in closer range than the rounds before. But Reece needs to just keep doing what he was doing for the first two rounds and keep behind his jab. Add a few more extra shots and change the angles to. So every time he's coming in straight line, Jones is just tucking up because he knows where the shots are coming from. He just changes the angle.
I don't think Dean can be too disappointed in his performance so far, though, given the level of fighter he is. He's come here and he's given Reece a lot of things to think about, hasn't he? Yeah,
definitely. He's showed another string to his bow. He's tucked up well. He's trying to counter in return. And he knew he's probably, both fighters knew they was going to be in for it would go the distance, as MacMillan is not a concussive puncher and Jones is very durable, so they both know they was coming here to do the rounds they would do. And it's good experience for MacMillan in his career.
Definitely. Reece being told to sit on that jab.
Yes, yeah, got a nice high guard. It's a great spin round from Jones. Just needs to keep that space and change the angle there.
Yeah.
Jones did well to try and got a shot off.
He moved off the ropes very well there.
Bringing that round. There's the head switch that he was doing in round 1 and round 2 there. There's his distance that he needs to be. He doesn't need to be close and letting Jones get close, because that's where Jones wants to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And being a little bit of a spoiler, tucking up, taking all the shots on the gloves. But when MacMillan's got his distance, he gets behind his jab and he makes him miss, exactly like we're seeing, makes him pay, and then swings the bent arm shots around the guard. He just doesn't want to get too close and spoil himself there. There's the movement I was talking about. And it gives Jones something else to think about. Just a quick change of angle.
Do you think this might be Reece consciously trying to test himself up close in these exchanges?
It could be, it could be. The referee just wanted him to keep his punches up there.
Definitely a more even round than the previous rounds, this one, I feel.
I think Reece has landed the cleaner shots and the work rate, the better work rate's coming from him. Jones is tucking up a lot and trying to counter with, as I said, with just the one pop shot. But if he just step back and gives himself space, he'll be able to do what he's more successful at and be better at his range. That's the range he prefers. Some good combinations coming from Jones.
Yeah.
Jones is just trying to spoil, hold on, get close, tuck up, and he's allowing him to do that by staying in that range.
It's kind of like Galahad's performance against Warrington last night. His best success was in the clinch, getting up close, spoiling the fight in a way.
That what he done there was perfect.
Come on, Reece, take a step back.
He's coming in, he's leaning over his front foot, and Jones is countering him with a few good hooks and a bent arm shot here, but the bell's just gone. I think there's one clear winner.
Yeah.
But, you know, we give him a few things to think about, especially in the latter rounds there.
Based off that performance, how far do you see Reece going in his career?
It's hard. I don't know. I'm not really sure who domestic-wise is in his division. I'm just trying to see.
So
Yeah,
super,
the super lightweight, yeah. It's a tough division domestically, to be fair. Bit more experience, bit more rounds, but he can do well.
Just awaiting the judge's decision now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have a massive round of applause for both boxers. We go to our scorecard, which means 39 points to 38 in favour of your winner, boxing out of the red corner.
There we go.
MacMillan.
As predicted, clear win for Reece MacMillan.
For Jones.